All right, it is closed. You cannot drive up to the roof. You could walk up to the roof here in the Horseshoe Council Bluffs. Can't drive up right now. Day 5, final preview into Keep Track Week. These videos, 5 of them. This is the 5th. This is a great one. I really wish I thought of this weeks ago when I counted some things at 2.5 in Vegas. I didn't. In the future, I guess I can. Rebuy and add-on money. So it's interesting because every once in a while someone says, oh, the rake is eating the game. Like, imagine if we all sat here to play a full table and nobody rebought. Like, there would just be no money on the table eventually because the rake takes the money off the table. Yeah, that's true, but does anyone ever count these things? No, I'm gonna count this. So, it's not gonna be anyone's initial buy-in, but for one, if I don't start the table, I don't know what everyone bought in for if there's just one seat open and the table's been going for a few hours and I sit down. If I started the table, I would be able to know what everyone started with, but that's probably not gonna happen when I walk in there right now. So nobody's initial buy-in. But every time someone adds on, every time somebody rebuys. So all subsequent money for each player at the table once I sit down. I think this is interesting because for one, it's an indicator of the lack of turnover. Maybe I'll also tell you how many times, that's good too. How many times was there an add-on? How many times was there a rebuy? Because it's just in Vegas these days, there's just so many people who come with like one bullet. Whether it's like half a buy-in, 2/3 of a buy-in, a full buy-in. It's one, like that's it, they leave and don't love turnover for a lot of reasons, but out here, much less turnover. If you must know, it is very close to 3:30 p.m. It is a Saturday. If it affects things, I'm pretty sure the Nebraska game is at 6, but it is not like a high profile game. Last week they played Colorado. I feel like a ton of people didn't come to the casino, went to the game in Lincoln, which is about an hour west of here. They're playing Northern Iowa, the Panthers. I asked Herbs and Raw yesterday, what's the team name? I gave him a $5 free roll. He guessed the Trees, the Northern Iowa Trees. Anyway, he got it wrong, didn't get his $5. The Panthers, it's a huge mismatch, so people will be watching in the casino. I don't think many people are like making sure they go to that game. There's plenty of high marquee games this year. Northern Iowa isn't one of them. So just letting you know what's going on in the area, the sense of things around here. I will count rebuy and add-on money on this Saturday. Also, the circuit is still going on. This is the 3rd to last day of the circuit. Tomorrow there's a few things going on. Monday is just they finished the main event. That's the only thing going on Monday. So, all right, got some things going for us. It's Saturday. Nebraska is not drawing people away from the casino and the circuit's going on, but I'm going to count all the rebuy money, all the add-on money, and all the instances. 5 times someone added on and it totaled this much money, for example. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to play. It will be dark out when I come back and tell you everything. Okay, I'm back. It is dark out. I promised you that, pretty sure. You know, these videos, you see the second half of the video right after the first half. I filmed the first half, and then many hours later, I'm filming the second, and I don't remember exactly what I said word for word in the first half, so might be some continuity issues. Anyway, pretty sure I told you it would be dark out during the scene. Now it is. I am wrapping up the rebuy and add-on money. Okay. Here we go. 2 add-ons for $300 total, and I was most of that. I got all in pre-Aces versus Queen Jack offsuit, and on King 7-2 Rainbow, I lost. So I added on to top off to 300, and rebuys. There were 10 rebuys totaling $1,300, and if you should know, minimum buy-in in the 1-3 game here is 60. Max is 300. There were a lot of rebuys for 200, some different amounts, but most of them were 200. So anyway, in 5 hours, that's $1,600 added onto the table. There actually was a little more turnover than I thought, so I was not counting initial rebuys. Someone leaves, new player sits. I was not counting that initial buy-in, but it's more an indicator of lack of turnover, how long people are playing sessions, and how many buy-ins people are willing to play before they finally leave. You know, if someone's winning, there's no rebuying, there's no adding on, but the losing players, how much are they willing to play through before they finally leave for the night? So, yeah, $1,600 came onto the table in the form of rebuys and add-ons in 5 hours. Wish I had something to compare that to. Really would have been amazing if I counted that in Bellagio in the 2-5 game last month, but I didn't. But in the future, I might be able to. So there are the numbers. So that is going to wrap up this week-long preview. Week, 5 days. Counted average pot size, rake paid, tips, dealer tips, hand seen per hour, and also rebuy and add-on money. So that's one of the segments in the newsletter. Keep Track Week, keep track of 5 things in a few different poker cities. Compare, there's a lot more that goes on in the newsletter, but wanted to give everyone a preview without actually showing the actual newsletter content. But if you want to sign up one more time this week at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to get to my Patreon page and sign up if you want to. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying this content and want even more poker, Las Vegas, and travel content, feel free to sign up to receive my monthly newsletter via my Patreon page. It's $5 a month. There are 3 ways to sign up. You could either type in the link you've been seeing at the bottom of the screen, or you could go to my YouTube homepage and in the center of the screen, click on the link to my Patreon page, or you could go into any recent video of mine, go into the description box below the video, and click on the link to my Patreon page from there. Once you're on the Patreon page, click on Start Free Trial and follow all the prompts. The first 7 days are free. It's $5 a month after that, and you will receive 1 monthly newsletter about everything poker, Las Vegas, and travel related. If you want to see the first one I created, which is free for everybody, feel free to click the link on the top of the screen or the link to the video that's on the screen in the bottom left-hand corner right now.